Loop Hero thrives on its unique mix of idle mechanics and strategic thinking. Each run builds tension as new cards reshape the loop, demanding careful balance between risk and reward. The retro visuals and atmospheric soundtrack match the mysterious tone perfectly. With each expedition, there's a sense of momentum and progression that feels deeply satisfying. Loop Hero finds strength in simplicity, turning repetition into something engaging. A clever and refreshing take on roguelikes that keeps the mind active and the loop calling.
Must be destroyed.
Darkest Dungeon turns every dungeon crawl into a tense, tactical battle of survival and sanity. The stress system adds a brutal layer of strategy, forcing tough decisions that go beyond health bars. Each run feels fresh thanks to the permadeath and random events, keeping tension high. The gothic art style and foreboding narration build a moody, oppressive tone that fits perfectly with the gameplay. As the hours go by, managing the roster and watching heroes break under pressure becomes oddly addictive in the best way. A Monsters Expedition is a puzzle adventure set in a large open area, ideal for monsters looking for information about humans. Players must topple trees to open passageways to several islands, each of which contains mysteries and insights into humanity's vast history. The Human England Land dig site provides professional views and enthralling displays, allowing visitors to gain a better knowledge of the human world. A Monsters Expedition is a puzzle fan's dream, with hundreds of islands to explore.
The bullets bounce.
SteamWorld Heist II builds on the original's smart tactics with sharp turn-based action and clever upgrades. The water-themed twist adds refreshing depth, while the art style remains bold and distinct. Music by Steam-powered Giraffe enhances every moment with a toe-tapping edge. Characters have personality, and missions keep things engaging without feeling repetitive. Combat encourages planning but never feels slow. A clever sequel with satisfying mechanics and just the right touch of humor to keep each battle feeling fresh and worth diving into. Hotline Miami Collection is a nasty, fast-paced, and stylish twin-stick shooter that seems ideal for portable play. Both games include adrenaline-fueled action, crisp, rewarding gameplay, and a killer synthwave music that will keep you hooked. The neon-soaked graphics stand out on the Switch screen, and the immediate respawn mechanic makes every heated combat fascinating to replay. Whether you're planning the perfect run or enjoying the mayhem, this collection is a must-have for lovers of difficult action games. It's a violent, pulse-pounding masterpiece that fits perfectly on the Switch. Source of Madness creeps into view with its eerie atmosphere and unpredictable enemy designs powered by AI. Each run feels fresh, forcing creative thinking and fast reflexes. The dark, layered art style adds to the mood, while the roguelite mechanics encourage persistence through madness. Combat grows more satisfying with each upgrade, and the sense of progression rewards effort. Those who enjoy mysterious worlds and reactive challenges will find this journey strange, challenging, and strangely rewarding in all the right ways. PHOGS is a joyful co-op adventure where two dogs joined by a stretchy belly explore colorful, puzzle-filled worlds. The controls are simple, making it easy to enjoy solo or with a friend. Each level adds fresh ideas without becoming too tricky, keeping the pace light and fun. The visuals are soft and playful, with music that matches the silly tone. Great for relaxing sessions or couch co-op laughs. A fun time through and through, especially for those who enjoy teamwork and light puzzle solving in a bright, happy setting. In celebration of violence, rewards patience and planning with a world that punishes recklessness. Every encounter demands thought, and death always feels earned. Procedural elements keep each run fresh, while the dark, minimal art sets a somber tone that matches the slow, methodical gameplay. Progression feels satisfying as new strategies and upgrades slowly reshape the journey. For those willing to endure its steep curve, There's a strange satisfaction in mastering its harsh rhythms and finding order in its chaotic design. Patrick's Parabox is a brilliant, mind-bending puzzle game that toys with the concept of recursion in the most delightful way. Each level is a clever challenge, inviting players to think outside and inside the box. The minimalistic visuals and soothing soundtrack create a calm atmosphere that complements the complexity of the puzzles. As the mechanics evolve, the game never feels overwhelming, instead rewarding curiosity and patience. It's a masterclass in puzzle design that manages to be both approachable and deeply satisfying for fans of the genre.
It lets me read people's minds.
You're great.
Stick It to the Man turns a strange premise into a wildly creative ride. With clever writing, expressive visuals, and a paper-cutout world full of oddball characters, it's hard not to stay curious about what's next. The humor lands consistently, and the mind-reading mechanic adds a fun twist to solving puzzles. Voice acting is spot on, with every character feeling distinct and alive. There's a certain weird energy in every corner that keeps things light but engaging. A smart mix of comedy and puzzle solving that's easy to enjoy.
Dive into their problems.
A SteamWorld explorer confronts a dying planet and must excavate a mine beneath their village to discover old technologies. They must form a group, strengthen fortifications, and construct a new home while gathering resources on the surface and extracting auras from beneath the ground. They must manage new automatons, participate in bartering, and emphasize employee satisfaction. They must also delve deep into the abyss to discover old technology and defend their mine against strange monsters. Swordship is a futuristic arcade shooter game that defies traditional boundaries by requiring fast decision-making and intelligent evasion. Players can change the direction of the conflict and turn opponents against themselves. The game includes ship powers, risk-reward upgrades, and weather navigation. Players must choose between taking a chance by banking stolen containers for score increases or staying safe for passive improvements. The adrenaline-pumping music transports players to a dark, watery future, presenting an opportunity to become a beacon of hope for the banished. Paper Cut Mansion is a roguelite horror game set in a papercraft universe. As Toby, a police detective, you investigate the estate floor by floor, gathering evidence for your evidence board. The game has a dark and suspenseful tale, high replayability mechanics, permadeath, different AI for each enemy type, logic puzzles, collectible upgrades, and customizable equipment. Each run lets you to create your playstyle by obtaining new skills and equipment, resulting in unique setups. Beginning in the Neocortex dimension, you will face difficulties, riddles, and surprises.
ClusterPuck 99.
ClusterPuck 99 turns chaos into pure couch multiplayer fun. With simple controls and quick matches, it's easy to jump in and get caught up in the madness. The arenas are cleverly designed with spikes, speed pads, and traps that make every match unpredictable. Matches feel competitive yet lighthearted, perfect for quick sessions with friends. 8-player local play keeps the energy high and the laughs constant. It's an easy choice when looking for something chaotic, competitive, and hilarious to play with a group. Faraday and his crew set out on a dangerous expedition to return to their homelands, equipped with a harpoon. They discover a secret place and meet Olija, a lady who gets connected with them. Inspired by swashbuckling stories and cinematic adventure games, Olija tells a story about embracing the unexpected. The game reimagines mobility through platforming, puzzle solving, and fighting. Players must rescue their fellow castaways and meet people who know more about Olija and Terraphage. Players can make magical headgear to add enchantment to their adventures. Laika Age Through Blood is a hauntingly beautiful blend of motorbike action and somber storytelling. The hand-drawn visuals are breathtaking, and the unique mix of platforming with physics-based writing feels incredibly fluid. Combat is surprisingly tactical, with the slow-motion gunplay adding satisfying tension. What truly sets it apart is its emotional depth. Laika's journey is raw, poetic, and unforgettable. Every challenge feels meaningful, and every success earned. It's a soulful ride through a wasteland that lingers in your mind long after. Dimension Drive is a smart, engaging shoot-'em-up that doubles the action with its split-screen mechanic, letting players switch between two realities in real time. The comic-style storytelling adds flavor without dragging things down, and the dual-plane gameplay keeps the mind and reflexes sharp. Each level ramps up the challenge with clever patterns and tricky enemy waves, rewarding those who adapt quickly. Music and visuals pair well with the gameplay's intensity. A solid pick for anyone craving something different in the arcade space shooter genre.
Gaia needs something new, and they
The Last Hero of Nostalgaia is a satirical action-adventure game set in a pixelated atmosphere. Players take on the role of a hideous pixelated hero, fighting mindless townsfolk and a sardonic narrator. The game has a hard yet equitable fighting system, complete character customization, distinctive battle gear, and a rich mythology. It has a twisted and wicked story, online co-op capabilities, and a variety of armor and weapons with distinct backstory and qualities. The game is situated in a dark and cruel environment, with every round bringing players closer to death.
The Last Hero of Nostalgaia.
The city is under siege by creatures from the upside-down world, and the Potion Master is the only one who can vanquish them. Players must traverse adversaries and bosses in their realm and the upside-down realm using Fae, a fairy, and potions. The game has a story mode that spans 5 worlds, as well as boss rush mode and challenge mode, with your decisions deciding the result. Over 30 distinct foes, 7 fierce boss encounters, and mysterious characters await players. GIGA Wrecker Alt is a clever 2D action puzzler with a distinct art style and creative mechanics. Smashing debris into weapons to solve puzzles and fight enemies feels satisfying and unique. The physics-based gameplay rewards experimentation, while the dark sci-fi world keeps things intriguing. Combat can be chaotic, but figuring out how to use the environment to your advantage adds a layer of depth. With a sharp atmosphere and engaging level design, it's a solid pick for those who enjoy inventive puzzle platformers with an edge. A Tiny Sticker Tale is an engaging game in which you may turn common things into stickers while exploring Figori Island. Flynn, an inquisitive donkey, sets out on a voyage full of challenges and fascinating companions. The game has intriguing gameplay, allowing players to solve problems by carefully putting stickers. Players may design and beautify their islands to fit their preferences. Figori Island has breathtaking views, making it a great refuge after a day of exploring. The game has a highly designed island full of mystery and adventure, and players may collect every sticker spread across it. Discover a thriving Stone Age town. Discover new ideas, nurture crops, build friendships with animals, and help the village grow. Engage in cooperative play or explore the early beginnings of civilization in a single-player mode. Enjoy veggies, herbs, and the woods. Befriend and domesticate animals and discover deep lakes and dark tunnels. Master food processing, metallurgy, ceramics, artwork, and spirituality to help your town grow. Jack N' Hat jumps into classic platforming with colorful pixel art, responsive controls, and bouncy level design. Each world feels distinct, packed with clever enemies, hidden secrets, and satisfying boss battles. The hat mechanic adds a fun twist, allowing for creative movement and combat. Retro music sets a nostalgic tone while stages stay engaging with just the right amount of challenge. A solid tribute to 90s platformers that respects the past while keeping things fresh for today's players. Bit Dungeon Plus hits the sweet spot between retro style and dungeon crawling action. With pixel art visuals and moody chiptune music, the game sets the tone quickly. Combat is simple yet satisfying, and each run feels fresh thanks to randomized loot and rooms. There's a solid sense of progression through character upgrades and new gear. It's easy to jump in for a quick session or get lost for hours. For anyone craving old-school action with a modern touch, this game keeps things engaging without overstaying its welcome. Ghoulboy keeps things simple and satisfying, with retro-style platforming that feels just right. The pixel art nails a dark fantasy vibe without going overboard, and the soundtrack sets the mood with eerie, minimal tones. Combat feels snappy, with a good mix of swordplay and projectile attacks to keep enemies at bay. Each level builds steadily in difficulty without being frustrating. There's a nice rhythm to the action, making it easy to jump in for a few stages at a time. A solid choice for those who enjoy old-school adventure with modern edges. Planet of Lana is a gentle, side-scrolling adventure with a calm, painterly world and thoughtful puzzle design. The bond between Lana and her cat-like companion Mui adds a warm emotional layer, making each quiet moment matter. The hand-drawn art, paired with a soft cinematic score, creates a dreamlike atmosphere that lingers. Puzzle solving feels natural, never rushed or frustrating. As the story quietly grows in scope, its emotional weight carries through. A mellow yet meaningful journey that feels carefully built and confidently told. Pronty dives deep into an underwater world filled with atmosphere and tension. The hand-drawn art style, paired with detailed environments and eerie music, creates a strong sense of immersion. Combat feels responsive, with creative enemy designs and clever upgrade systems. Navigating through the ruined city of Roila brings a satisfying sense of exploration and progression. There's a solid rhythm between action and puzzle solving, keeping things engaging. It's a confident game with a distinct identity and plenty to discover beneath the surface. Wall of Insanity is a surprisingly gripping third-person shooter that blends dark horror vibes with fast-paced action. The atmosphere is thick with tension, thanks to eerie environments and a haunting soundtrack that keeps you on edge. Combat feels satisfying, especially with a decent variety of weapons and enemies that push you to stay alert. The story unfolds through scattered notes and creepy visuals, adding a layer of mystery to the madness. It's a short but memorable experience that delivers more than you'd expect from an indie horror action title. Lonesome Village is a lovely town that has recovered from a horrific calamity. Players, like Wes the Coyote, must help revive the community by navigating a puzzle-filled life simulation. The game contains magnificent imagery, a vast universe full of secrets and challenges such as unlocking and ascending a strange magic tower. Players may make connections with a variety of characters. They may even design their own home in Lonesome Village to reflect their personal flair. Gardening and fishing can help players uncover West's secret past and contribute to the village's progress. Pecaminosa: A Deadly Hand is a stylish noir action RPG that blends pixel art charm with gritty detective storytelling. The fusion of 1940s crime, drama, and supernatural elements is surprisingly smooth, creating a unique atmosphere that hooks you early. Its jazzy soundtrack, moody visuals, and engaging dialogue all elevate the experience. The gameplay offers enough depth with light RPG mechanics and satisfying exploration. If you're into noir mysteries with a twist of the occult, Pecaminosa delivers an intriguing and memorable ride worth taking. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome.
In the face.